What is good, everyone? Welcome to today's trade recap of the day. Today is Friday, December 12th, 2025. I'm going to be going over today's price action. The one trade I ended up taking today, I made $28,000. Such a textbook day. I'm back on the fundeds. All of you people commenting, bro, why are you not on fundeds? It was literally for a day. All right, calm down. And I was trying to get used to my live account. So I was trying to just only focus on that for a second. But yeah, I'm back to copy trading all my accounts. I am unfortunately going to be moving brokers. I'm not going to be using AMP anymore. If you guys saw from Friday, dude, my AMP account literally just went down and I wasn't able to take this beautiful setup last Friday. So I would have banked so hard, but unfortunately couldn't take it. And then I've just been having like other weird issues with AMP, dude. I don't even know. Like it's been not logging me in. I had to reset my passwords. It's just, and the support is not that good as I thought. And also I can't even copy trade it with TradeSync. So I'm like, I might as well just move to Tradeovate. And it's a much cleaner UI and everything. So I'm honestly just going to moving to Tradeovate. And yeah, but I'm back on my fundeds. Hopefully everyone's happy about that. And first things first, let me show you guys the P&L. $28,673, $1,000 across all my accounts. 1 to 2 are banger, as you guys know. I like risking around 0.5%, which is around $500 with my accounts. And I got a freaking banger 1 to 2 R trade. So clean. So let's get into it. All right. So coming into the day, right? Starting off on the higher time frame, I am leaning more bearish. Why are you leaning bearish, Blake? Well, 2 reasons. Number 1 is what we did yesterday with previous day low. So if you look to the left of us here, we pretty much just edged previous day low by a tick. Or sorry, this was at the time, this was Asia lows. This was Asia lows at the time, and we ended up just edging it, and then we started displacing higher. So what does that usually mean? When we edge lows, and then we also created, really nice 4-hour equal lows, perfect equal lows on ES, which I don't really care too much about equal lows when it comes to ES because they're always getting formed. But when they're on like the higher time from like this to 4-hour, it's a really nice draw, and it's a really good reasoning for me to be bearish, right? So edge previous day low. We also then traded up, and first things first, this range is really shitty, right? So there's not much to work with here, but I can still form a really, really confident bias just based on range trading, honestly. And then we started trading up, and what do? We ended up making an SMT right here with previous day high. So boom, SMT gets formed previous day high. We start displacing back lower. We get that displacement. We get that confirmation. We also do what? We trade into, we make an hourly gap, right? So from here, we got all of that displacement, right? Beautiful. Now, if I'm looking here, if I want to be bearish, then I want to see this hourly gap hold and for this to send price lower, right? And what do? We end up trading to that hourly gap, pre-market, sending price lower, and then we do take out this low. Now, I do not care about this low. A lot of people are going to think that this is a high resistant low, and they are wrong. So high resistance liquidity, guys, is really like, and this is what I'm always talking about, right? You always want to be targeting low resistance liquidity, and you never want to be targeting high resistance liquidity, right? You want to be having high resistance liquidity at your stop loss, right? So the reason this is a high resistant high and this is not a high resistant low, and maybe for the time being you'll see some reaction, but we'll keep continuing this model, is because this is a sell model on the higher time frame, right? If you look, this is in no key level whatsoever. So yes, we can have little sweeps like this. We can trade back up, and then we can continue trading lower. But these lows are going to get traded back to, and will continue getting traded back to. And this will not be high resistant just because we swept a low, right? So that's really, really important that I want you guys to know, is to not pattern trade these concepts of like high resistance liquidity, like, oh, it swept a low, and then you're targeting a low that swept a low. Yes, but if you look in context of everything else, what do we do above? Trade into an hourly gap, trade into a 30-minute intermediate high, swept that out, boom. Really nice. This is your high resistant high, and we are in a sell model. And this low, again, is not in any key level. If we look in the 15-minute, is there any fair value gap to the left of us here? No. Is there any 30-minute, any hourly gap? No. We are just displacing through all this. So I'm assuming that now the draw is previous day low, and these equal lows on ES, right? So we end up start getting that displacement lower after trading into that hourly fair value gap, and then we create the range, right? Beautiful range here from this low to this high that traded into this hourly gap. This is the range we have, right? And we have a 5-minute intermediate high. We also have a, that's really it. That was all there was. There's a 5-minute for value gap and then a 5-minute intermediate high, right? We end up getting a beautiful soup of this 5-minute intermediate high. And why do I not really care for price to go all the way up here? I mean, it could be cool, right? I could want to see that, but I am more leaning towards this not getting traded back to and just this range getting respected. Because if we're going to be bearish, again, this is high resistant. So this should be protected. That's what high resistance liquidity means, right? But these are more low resistant, right? Makes sense, okay? So we end up trading up, right? We had 930 do what? Start trading up, hitting this 5-minute intermediate high. Beautiful. And I mean, if you guys were trading today, you saw the candle that printed after this. So, okay, so low to high, again, for everyone learning my model, I trade the highest time frame inversion for value gap. That is, what makes my model so high win rate is I'm always waiting for the highest time frame inversion in the leg. So we have a 1 minute for value gap here. Am I going to use this 1 minute? No. I'm going to look at the 2 minute. Do we have a 2 minute? Yes. Do we have a 3 minute? No. So the highest time from here is a 2 minute, right? And again, if you were trading today, you saw the amount of displacement that came from this candle, and it was just instant. And this is the trades that I love, is when you see your key level get respected so beautifully, we soup it, we wick it, and then you see your inversion and your fair value gap to the bullish side just get ran through. This is such a textbook trade. So just absolutely got wrecked here. We were just wrecking through all this, right? And ES, I'm also liking now because now it looks like ES just wants to go for this low. These relative equal lows, right? It looks like this SMT is just going to fail. So boom, we get the 2 minute IFVG, and I'm just really targeting this as my break even because if we want it to be really high resistant, then sometimes we can do stuff like this, create like a, equal lows and then trade a bit lower. So I went break even there. I was like really the only like obvious swing, and then I hit TP right there. So really nice. I could have left it. I honestly was looking at left of us. I could have left it for like this unfilled 5 minute, which looked good. Could have gotten a little bit extra points, but didn't want to be too greedy with my TP. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really care if we go to previous day low. We also could just keep ranging like how we have been all of December, honestly. So again, being a little bit more risk off. You guys saw, like, I haven't been trading a lot. I mean, yesterday, bro, I took a trade, like, actually stupidest thing ever. Yesterday, I took a trade with 1 micro thinking it was 1 mini. So absolutely fried on my part. I would have been 2-0 on the week. And then also last week, I would have been 2-0 on the week. But yeah, again, I've been like not trading that much this month of December, but really just focusing and waiting on my high quality setups, and, having a higher win rate with less trade frequency has just been so much better on my psych and my mental. And I've been trading a lot better, honestly. So hyped on that. And yeah, really banger end to this week. I do think this can continue going down to previous day low. But again, do I really care? No, I got my piece of the pie. I got what I was really confident in. And I took my setup and I took my model and I banked. All right. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to hold you guys here any longer, but quickly, if you guys want to get 90% off right now, Apex is running an absolutely insane sale. I haven't seen a 90% off from Apex in like months, to be honest. So make sure to cop some accounts with Apex. I have 20 accounts working right now with Apex. I've had these accounts, but yeah, I mean, if you guys are looking to get into Apex and you want to start trading with them, now is the perfect time. And they're 1 day pass, no consistency rule. Also, Alpha Futures, I think they're still doing a buy one, get one offer with their 50K standard plan. If not, they always have great sales. And then Tradeify also 40% off. So those are the firms that I'm currently working with, that I'm trading with every single day actively, that I all copy trade onto this beautiful platform right here called TradeSyncer. Okay, so cool. Thank you guys so much again for watching this trade recap and review. Hopefully you guys learned something from this. And again, you're seeing it play out, right? Like this low, just because it swept this low, final bit of sauce, but just because it swept this low doesn't mean that this low is high resistant, right? This low is still going to be low resistant until we go to the end of the sell model, until we go to these lows, right? So these lows, again, it's okay to target this, right? Because there's no key level and the draw is still lower. Okay, so that's really important. And that's it. That's all for my teachings today. I'm done for the day. Enjoy your weekend, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to get my Tulum vlog out this weekend, but maybe. We'll see. More than likely, it's going to be next week. So I'll let you guys know when that's uploaded, though. You can turn, notifications on, whatever. Subscribe, like. If you made it this far in the video, comment the word Santa. Comment the word Santa if you made it this far in the video. Okay. Peace out, team. Have a good rest of your Friday and have a good weekend. Peace out, guys.